totally thought I botched the interview. Somehow I managed to get the job. I think Sal had a lot to do with it. So our boundless companionship developed along with offhanded jokes, laughter. For a pinhead at IBM, he had a great sense of humor. Over the next year, we had lunch together, and I really felt grateful to him for offering me this internship. Sure, my stellar qualifications and outgoing personality had something to do with it, but I know Sal saw the gumption I had to get what I wanted out of life. Sal's intuition and conviction made a big difference in my life. He believed in me when I really truly didn't believe in myself. Grieving the loss of two parents can make strange bedfellows for a young lady. I definitely had been graced with someone watching over me. After I left Bed-Stuy to work at IBM in Lower Manhattan, Sal and I would stroll along the South Street Seaport, cobblestone streets, talking for hours about our favorite artist, Sting. Mundane topics. The perfect combination of beef and pork bones make the best gravy. Always 1 pound beef, 2 pounds pork. You should always use a 3-inch diameter ice cream scooper for your meat for perfect meatball sizing. The velocity of one's movement with the ratio of the distance, blah, blah, blah. Sal was an engineer, but he loved to talk. While working downtown at 33 Main Lane, I was customer support rep. I would go to the 2 World Trade Center, 69th floor, almost every day to drop off contracts and invoices. But over time, things started to change at IBM. The glory days of the 80s were gone. IBM stock was at an all-time low. They were squeezing people out. So I decided to retire at the ripe old age of 28. I was weary of the Big Apple. I needed a change. I lived to spend my summer weekends at Robert Moses State Beach, Field 5. That's where I found my peace of mind. And a lot of cute guys. So I told Sal I needed a new life with no commuting and nicer weather. So Sal rationalized and offered up his sister's hospitality. I could always count on him for help. I have a sister, Ann. She lives in California, somewhere called Tahunga. Maybe she can help you. So I called. She offered to stay at her home, and before I knew it, I was on a flight to Los Angeles for Thanksgiving weekend. I was ready to discover if moving to LA was really what I wanted to do. Ann had a fun, colorful antique store in Monrovia, and we spent many hours in the weekend working and playing. Fine wine, great food, wonderful friends. In an instant, I knew this is what I wanted to do, move to LA. I did not want to go back to New York, but I did, really just to pack up my life in a bunch of boxes and drive cross country for a month, but that's another story. In life, I truly believe everything happens for a reason. If I never met Sal Pepe at IBM, I would have never had the greatest opportunity to work for a Fortune 500 company right out of college. I would have never had the life as I live it today in LA with my family. It's interesting how one person can make such a strong impact in your life. It's sad, though. I wish I never lost touch with him. Life always gets complicated, and we both drifted apart. He chose to stay in New York, and I chose Los Angeles. Through Sal's concern, kindness, and generosity, he helped me realize my dream. I'll never forget Sal for this. He's a special person. Even though he's not with me anymore, I know for certain he continues to watch over me and my family. His generous soul lives on. There's an old Irish proverb that I once heard, and it goes like this. It says, "Death leaves a heartache no one can heal. Love leaves a memory no one can steal." Sal in the